So let's delve into this, man, because hint the Most High was saying he did not even want of the burnt offerings or of the eating of the flesh. He said, "Eat it yourselves." And that's what the thing that happened too when you understand what the Pharisees and what the scribes were doing. What were they doing? They were tampering with the law. They were tampering with the word. You know what I mean? This was all done to what? So that they can. I mean, so the whole thing was keeping Israel on the stumbling block, man. Stuff is deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. And when you understand the flesh eating anyway, and right after a Sunday service, what do? They go eat the flesh. When you understand flesh eating anyway, the whole thing is what we're not even supposed to eat of. We're not supposed to eat of blood. People say, oh yeah, you just fry the meat up and get the blood up out of there. No, you're still eating you're eating the soul, man. Your life, as it's written, man. Life brings forth life, and death only brings forth more death. You know what I'm saying? And this is why people understand when you're eating meat and things of that nature, animals, think about it. You don't think they know they're not about to die when they're going into the slaughterhouse? I can pull up videos right now. Like, I remember I saw a video a while back of this pig, his mom and I think it's like his siblings, basically, they were getting slaughtered and he was crying, man. And all that does is create hormones in your body. And this is why people wonder why they walk around depressed, why so much madness and etc. And when you're familiar with like the ancient times, the times of the Nephilim, about the fallen angels, the Nephilim, when you understand during that time, what were they doing? They were eating flesh, drinking blood, man. So let's delve into this. It's a beast cannibalistic nature. That's not how we're supposed to operate. That's why I say it's all about coming out of it and stepping into repentance and purifying your temple, man. A brother that I've been studying with for a while. Shout out to the brother, you know who you are. I mean, when I was getting off the flesh, it was crazy. I wanted to just explain this. The dreams I was having, man, when I was going through that cleansing, and I had got me some flaxseed oil and some black walnut, and I had some castor oil, and I had prayed. I had did a dipped in like the water, prayed over the water, and I was just cleansing out my temple. And I got off the flesh, I was having shakes, everything, and I was needing flesh. It was sick, but after like a couple weeks of me doing that, and I was just eating fruits and nuts and stuff like that and obviously things of that nature, etc. But then I started like just going through that transition. I ain't been on it since. You know what I'm saying? It's the beginning of the journey. It's been so what, like 4 months so far, and it's just I want to pray to stay on the track, stay on the road of it, on the journey, and just not only just talk about it, but be an example. If I can do it, you can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie. I remember all the days of eating the meat and all of that, the wings, the burgers, all of that steak, etc. But let's delve deep into this, man. So, as it's written in Ezekiel, as it's written, take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans, lentils, pitches, put them in one vessel, make thee bread thereof, according to the number of days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. You know what I'm saying? So, and the whole thing of eating of life, man, or not of death. You know what I'm saying? If you understand, like, I want to break this down. And I've been in the church, especially, like I said, I was a deacon when I was 19. That was before my time of really coming into the Great Awakening. But, and the whole thing of how people, what do you see? A lot of people be dying off in the churches from health issues, man.